A former NASA Space Shuttle pilot spoke to students at Mountain View Middle School last week and spoke not only about his adventures aboard the shuttle, but also on the importance of education and how choices made early in life can impact the course your life takes.
I'm kind of a space geek. I've been a space geek since 1967. And what I'm noticing right now in the space industry world is that there is a huge shortage of skilled personnel to go in and to do all these jobs that are associated with space. And myself as a space geek, I realize this is not going to happen unless we connect with the K through 12 community and get these kids interested in space and qualified to be on that space team so that mankind can move out into the solar system, which is our destiny. 1966, living in the housing projects up in St. Paul, Minnesota. My mom was working as a beautician to support her 3 kids. By the time my mom was 21 years old, she had an 8th grade education and had 3 kids, and my dad left. He ran off. I really never saw him again. My academic struggles continued through middle school. I didn't like school, didn't understand the importance of it. How many of you guys, even at the 6th grade level, are going, I'm never going to use this dumb math? Be honest. I'm never going to use this dumb math that they're teaching. I'm never going to use that stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, what I realized, that's not the point. The point of math is to train the brain. When I came back to Minnesota and got my bartender's certificate, I started to work at a country club in Minneapolis called Minnetonka Club. When I was there, I met someone who had been a fighter pilot in the Vietnam War. Fighter pilot, what a cool way to make a living. I says to the guy, yeah, I think I'd make a great fighter pilot. I'm fast on motorcycles, I know how to work on stuff. He says, nah, he says, you don't understand. In order to be a fighter pilot, you got to go to college and you got to get a 4-year degree. So I went to the University of Minnesota. I went through test pilot school and I was qualified to learn how to fly the space shuttle. I went on the dream mission. My dream mission was to go to the Hubble Space Telescope. How many of you guys have ever heard of the Hubble Space Telescope? Ooh, lots of you. What happens in a Hubble mission? Well, first thing you got to do is you take off. Do you guys think that looks cool? We took off at night. Lots and lots of power there, lots of power. 10,000 feet up, we blasted through those clouds. By that time, we were surpassing the speed of sound going straight up. Then you get to space, and then you look around for the Hubble. And when you find it, it's not easy because I told you it's going 18,000 miles an hour, 350 miles up. Because I was the custodian on my spaceship. And one of the most important skills I learned as a kid when we were living in the projects, my mom was so busy, she put me in charge of cleaning bathrooms, and I'm really glad she did because it helped me out in my astronaut career. How many kids are willing to go home today and say to mom or whoever else your caregiver is, I want to be in charge of cleaning toilets, give me some hands. The ones with their hands raised, possible astronauts. Well, now it's time to get cleaned up. Nobody likes a dirty, smelly astronaut, so it's time to get cleaned up and come back to Earth. World's smallest astronaut, world's largest astronaut, a very tired, very proud crew after mission STS-109. Flying the space shuttle is one of the coolest things that I ever did. And if you like to fly airplanes, back in the day when we were flying the space shuttle, this is the absolute pinnacle of piloting, is getting to fly this guy.
I met Digger when I was at the Space Symposium in Colorado Springs, and it's the international, so it was people from all over the world. And so it's really going to tie in to 6th grade science perfectly, because in 6th grade we learn about Earth and space science, and so it's a perfect catalyst to learn all of this excellent stuff about space and the results of what you can do with your knowledge in 6th grade.